The views expressed are solely those of the speaker and not necessarily those of Paltalk.com, AVM software, or its advertisers.
Talk is online. News Talk Online is a production of Paltalk.com, the largest multimedia interactive program on the internet with more than 4 million unique users. On demand on iTunes, on demand on YouTube, and on demand on www.GaryBaumgarten.com. Yours truly's blog, where we talk about the issues here. I recommend that you click on the link and let us know what you think about different issues that we're talking about here on News Talk Online on Paltalk.com. Our friends at CRN Digital Talk Radio, that's CRN Digital Talk Radio, are the ones that make it possible for us to be heard across the United States of America, coast to coast, in 12 million households. We thank them for that. I'm your host, Gary Baumgarten. Today is the mini Super Tuesday. 4 states are in play. 2 issues at hand. One, will John McCain receive enough delegates committed to declare himself, as it is presumed he is already, the candidate representing the Republican Party? And will Barack Obama continue to steamroll Hillary Clinton? Is this Hillary Clinton's last hurrah if she does not win at least a significant number of delegates in 2 of the 4 states, Ohio and Texas? There seems to be, hard to believe, a division in the family there, Alan Jasie, our political correspondent. We heard Bill Clinton, the former president of the United States, say a couple weeks ago that Hillary needed to win Ohio and Texas in order to continue in the race. But of late, we've heard from Hillary's own mouth that that's not so important, that she will continue, she will press on regardless. What's happening with this dynamic duo, the most astute political team in, at least husband and wife political team, probably in U.S. history, that there seems to be a schism in terms of where the campaign might go after tonight? Alan?
Yeah, hi, Gary. Hello, everyone. With what the president said, I think that's certainly, or the former president, I think that was certainly his way of pumping up the base to try to get them out there, because it wasn't vetted by the campaign. That was certainly just Bill Clinton speaking off the top of his head. As far as the reality of today's primaries, again, there are a lot of mixed messages. They're saying they're going to be in it no matter what. But the reality is that if Hillary Clinton is swept today in the 4 primaries, and there's 370 delegates on the total delegates on the table today, it's going to be very hard for her to go out. To stay in the race. Excuse me. She'll have to go out, I think, just for party unity's sake. If she does well or picks up a good portion of delegates tonight, there is an incentive for her to continue. This is the first week we've actually seen Barack Obama getting scrutiny from the press. He's got a couple of issues that are going on right now. Certainly the NAFTA Canadian flap, where he denied knowing anything about his people talking with the Canadian government representatives at a meeting in Chicago. And now it's come out there actually was a meeting between some of his people and some consulate people in Chicago, trying to downplay what he said at the debate last week.
Well, so, from what I'm hearing,
we've got another scandal going on where a very close friend and former fundraiser, Tony Rezko, went on trial yesterday on money laundering. And Rezko's been a contributor to Obama since 2000 and goes back to him, with him to his Harvard days.
Well, look, Tony Rezko may be in trouble, and he may have been involved in some shady business dealings, as it is alleged. And he may have done his good friend and neighbor Barack Obama a favor when it came to the land deal, but that doesn't necessarily taint the candidate. You know, it's real interesting. The trial began today, as you said. I was listening to Sean Hannity this afternoon, and he is making a big deal about the fact that somebody from the Obama campaign was in there monitoring the proceedings. So obviously, he said, the Obama campaign is very interested and concerned about the, well, of course they're interested and concerned about the trial. So what? I got to tell you something, Alan. You could pit Hillary against Obama, and you can look at the attributes of each and the weaknesses of each, and look at this from a purely intellectual viewpoint, put emotions aside, and then see the constant barrage of personal attacks on Barack Obama. And I got to tell you, you kind of feel bad for the guy, and you kind of gravitate toward him. I do, because of all the attacks. His middle name, his father was Muslim. He's really a Muslim in disguise. Yes, he's a sleeping terrorist cell all by himself. All this stuff that they're throwing at him, and then if you don't get him for being a Muslim, you get him for being a Christian. The church he attends is a Pan-African church. You know, I'm kind of a guy that kind of likes a little fairness in the political debate. And when it gets to that point, it's like, you know what? Kiss off, you guys. You're pushing me toward the guy rather than pulling me away from him.
Yeah, Gary, I mean, he has taken, you know, a few lumps, but then again, if you look at since 1993, when the Clintons were inaugurated into the White House, who has taken more lumps than Hillary and Bill Clinton? You know, Hillary Clinton has been, there's been scandalous
rumors,
there's been things said about. So, you know, and again, at a press conference yesterday, she was asked about, again, to elaborate on what she said on 60 Minutes the other night about when she was asked, is Obama a Muslim? And, you know, she said no, but her answer, they were parsing her answer. She didn't sell it correctly. She sort of left the door open. At the news conference yesterday, Andrea Mitchell from NBC asked her that question more directly, and she said no. She came out more flatly denied it, that she had no reason to believe he was a Muslim. But at the same time, then she said, you know, poor Hillary, in that, you know, who's taken more hits than I have over the years. And you know what? She has a valid point there. But this is politics. And if you can't take the hit, get out.
Well, and then the other issue is the Republicans are the winners today regardless, because there is no real campaign going on between McCain and Huckabee. But the two Democrats are duking it out, and and believe me, the words that they are using are going to be used against